Hi, welcome to Vocab Wednesdays, and I'm Chris with Magoosh, and today we're actually going to continue on a familiar tag. That is, we are going to continue with eponyms. Again, an eponym is a word that is derived from a person's name. That person can be real or fictional. We're starting off actually with a fictional person. Malapropism. Malapropism wasn't actually the name of a fictional person because that'd be an odd name. However, Miss Malaprop from an old 19th century play was a character who had a penchant or a tendency to mix up words together. So, for instance, she went to Barcelona, and there she saw the people doing the dance called the flamenco. But to her, instead of the flamenco, she said the flamingo. So she said, "Oh, look at these people doing the flamingo." Ha ha. She was wrong. She meant the flamenco. Now, of course, you're probably not going to make that mistake on the GRE because words on the GRE usually don't relate to Spanish dances and pink birds. However, oftentimes as GRE students, we make our own little malapropisms. That is, we put a word in there that is not the word we're actually going for. We confuse words. So a particularly funny malapropism a student of mine once came up with in class said, we should not defecate the shrines of holy places. The thing is, most people in the class didn't realize that the person had made a malapropism. I only pointed it out later that they were going for the word desecrate. Of course, if you don't know what the word defecate is, look it up because I don't believe that's allowed on YouTube. So that's malapropism, the use of the wrong word. Now, the next eponym is named after a certain Italian named Luigi Galvani. And this word is galvanize. Now, this looks like some broken down pine tree here. It's A, the letter I, and B is actually supposed to be a lightning bolt, which really attests to my awful art skills. And yes, I never did go to art school, surprisingly. So, what does galvanize mean? Well, Luigi Galvani was this Italian scientist a few hundred years ago, and he noticed that when he passed electrical current through a dead frog's legs, that frog all of a sudden started shaking. So he could have believed that the frog had been resurrected, but as a scientist, he realized that it probably has something to do with the electrical current. And so therefore, when anything is stimulated, not necessarily by electricity now, but the word galvanized today means if anything is stimulated, then it is galvanized. For instance, if the drill sergeant galvanized his troops so that they would run and charge up the hill and attack the enemy, we mean he excites them, he urges them on, he gets them into action. So you can think of the frog's legs just sitting there. Luigi Galvani comes with his lightning bolt or his electric shock and galvanizes them. Just as if someone suddenly stirs you to action, they are galvanizing you. And that is Vocab Wednesday.